Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I received a request to do a comparison between my Fossil Sydney bag, which I recently got, and the Fossil Rachel bag. The reason I have both of these here is because when I was sick, I was watching all the videos on YouTube that I possibly could, and a lot of them were on this bag, the Fossil bag. It's actually an icon, I think. And a lot of people compared this bag to the Rachel bag. And there was a lot of bad reviews for this bag, the Sydney bag, on fossil.com. So I was afraid that the reviews would be true and I would feel the same way the reviews did and wouldn't like this. At the same exact time, this bag, the Rachel bag, was on sale at Macy's for 25% off. It was originally $178. I had 25% off plus an additional coupon, which brought this bag to $111. So I felt I should buy this bag just in case I didn't like this one, and this way I would be able to take advantage of the sale. But I had full intentions of returning this bag once I knew I wanted the Sydney bag, because this came about 10 days sooner than this bag. However, after I did a video on this bag, an unboxing on this bag, many people asked me if I would do a comparison between the Rachel and the Fossil. So before I return this, and I am not going to keep it because, well, a couple of reasons, but first of all, they're practically the same bag, and I love this bag, and I use this bag, so I wouldn't even be able to return it even if I wanted to. You don't return used bags. So this one is going back, so I left intact all the packaging that it came with, and it came just like this. But I just wanted to do the comparison video. But I think I need to explain something first, because I said that I always carried Fossil bags, and some people misunderstood what I said. I did not stop carrying Fossil bags because I decided to like designer bags. Not at all. The situation was I stopped buying Fossil bags because of a horrible weekend I had with their customer service. And at the end of the weekend, I was just beside myself. I was crying. What happened was, on fossil.com, they don't accept two forms of payment. I had a gift card from Visa that I'd gotten for a gift, which I wanted to apply to my purchase, and I was going to pay the rest with a credit card. So the customer service person who took, the first person that took care of me, and there were many, told me, well, just buy an e-card, you'll get it instantly in your email, and you could use that e-card plus your credit card. So I followed his advice and did that. The card never came to my email, never. And I repeatedly called because I needed to buy this bag. I repeatedly called, repeatedly asked for a supervisor. For some reason, every supervisor at Fossil was in a meeting that afternoon. So I kept calling back, and every single person I spoke with, I had to start the story over from the very first incident and go through everything with every single person. And at the end of the day, all the supervisors went home, never got on the phone with me, and this was Friday. So it was a long weekend for me. I had never received the gift card of Fossils. And on Monday morning, I called bright and early and was able to contact a supervisor. After hearing about the situation, she told me that she will give me anything on Fossil's website for 50% off and overnight it to me. And I said, no, I just want my money back, and I am not buying anything from Fossil again. And she said she was sorry, but I could think about that, and I could call her back if I do want that. I did not call her back, and I did not avail myself of her offer. And that's the reason I stopped buying Fossil. And after Fossil, I went to Dooney & Burke. So it's not that I didn't think Fossil was good or as good as designer brands. I always loved Fossil, and I actually preferred it to a lot of the brands I saw in Macy's. I liked everything about it, and I'm so happy to get this bag. This is the Sydney bag. People are saying it's from the outlet. The supervisors I spoke with on fossil.com told me it's not from the outlet. But it doesn't matter to me whether it is or not. I love this bag. I've used it several times. It is absolutely light as air. It's a cloud. I think it's beautiful. It's a worry-free bag. The handles are supposed to flop down. They're not flopping, and some people are saying that this particular model is not going to get soft like the other one, which seems to get gushy, and that's the appeal. That's okay. If it stays like this, it doesn't matter. If it squashes and it looks like it's supposed to, that's fine, but I love it the way it is. So I am going to keep this bag. I love it, and I got a little pom-pom for it, and I really love it. But I will continue with the comparison between the Fossil Sydney and the Fossil Rachel. And there is a lot of details in here that make them different, even though they appear the same. So I need to put my glasses on so I could point it out. And my husband chimed in on this. I asked his opinion, and he dealt with, for a very long time, he dealt with leathers. And he said that he likes the leather on this bag, the Fossil Sydney bag, because of the way it's finished. He said, feeling the leather, it's almost comparable, and this is a little thicker, and it has a little more grain to it. Than does the Sydney. And actually with my Sydney, there's more grain on the back than on the front, if you could see that. But like I said, I love it the way it is. I don't care. This is what my husband likes better about this, the way it's finished over here. He said the seam is finished on the inside. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way that he did, but you can see how that is inside. This one is finished on the outside, so he feels that other bag is better. I'll tell you the specifics about this bag. The Rachel is, well, you could put it, it's iPad compatible, and iPad Air compatible. It is the exact same size as this as far as dimensions, only this one seems to stick out. See, it's 10 inches over here, from this seam to this seam, but it seems to stick out a little more on each side than does this one. This is 10 inches without the overlapping, without it going like that. The length is 10 inches, the height is the width is 5 3/4 inches, and the height is 8 inches on both these bags. They're both basically the same color. This is a little darker. I don't know if it's just my bag. And they're both browns. Mine is called medium brown, but it's darker. The stitching, it looks like they both have the same color stitching. However, this one appears darker, and I actually like this about it, that it almost looks burnished. There's like a darkness that goes around here, as opposed to mine seems to just blend in. But now that my husband said it's because it's internal, I could see what he meant, that the finishing is inside. This part is very nice. It's nice and thick, this leather over here that holds the D-ring, whereas this one over here is flat and, you know, it's just does the job. I wouldn't say it's as nice looking as that. This one has 2 pockets, and this is a big feature on YouTube. It has a big pocket here that is wider than the pocket here. And it's deep also. It goes all the way down to here, to the bottom of the bag. My phone is a 6 Plus, which fits this 6S Plus. And my phone 6X Plus fits here very comfortably. I don't have two pockets, which two pockets is great if you want to have things handy. If you could put your phone in one side, you could put your, let's say, your checkbook in here, or your ID, or things that you want to grab fast in here. So you have the two pockets on this, which is an advantage. Inside, oh, let me tell you the hardware. The hardware is the same, and it's called Old English. The hardware on both the bags is the same color. They're just about the same density. I think I'm used to chunky hardware, so I think this is a weakness in the bag, but it could be just because I'm used to the chunky hardware. It has two zips that go, they both have two zips that go all the way down to here on both sides. And this is a very big feature of this bag, that it could open this wide. You could access your things. And this is how the Sydney looks. That was the Rachel. This is the Sydney. Because this leather is slightly softer, I think, and more malleable, I think you actually have better access. Another difference is the handles. This is the Sydney, and these handles are sewn on. Ideally, these handles will flop down and the bag will compress and get that used hobo kind of a look. These handles over here, do you see how that goes? There's leather in through a slot, and it goes, it rotates back and forth. And you can push this down and access the inside of the bag easy, without the handles being in the way. These handles, if you're familiar with Dooney and Burke at all, are similar to the Beacon line, and it's similar to the Greta line. They have maybe even more styles, but those are the two I'm familiar with, at Dooney and Burke, kind of handles they have. The material inside, this is the, what's this? This is the Rachel, and it has like a jacquard or some kind of material like that. And it's a different color from the bag. The slip pockets are deeper, and I don't mean deeper that way, I mean there's more material here, so they open wider. This is a smaller pocket than this is. My whole hand fits in here, and 4 fingers fit in there. On the back wall is a zip. Now, let me just show you how this opens, if you could see. The zipper works very nice. It opens, but the material doesn't come with it when it opens, as does this one. This material is actually, looks like it's sewn with a seam over here that keeps it more secure. And I think this looks a little cheaper to me. When you open this zipper here, and all the material from the back comes forward with it. I don't, to me that cheapens it a little, in my opinion. They're both 100% polyester, both of the materials, but they're different polyesters. And the bags are both cowhide leather. Cowhide leather, cowhide leather. This one is trimmed with PVC, which is a polyvinyl chloride on the trim, and that is a man-made material. This one is trimmed with polyurethane, also a man-made material, but they're both cowhide leather. This one does not have feet. This one has feet. These rings differ. The rings that pull the zipper, this one looks really thin and fragile and not certainly not bulky at all. This one is, I think it's a little thicker. I think it looks like it's a double ring. It's like, or maybe I'm just seeing double, but it looks a little thicker and it's smaller. I think this is a better ring because this over here, this pull leather, gets stuck at different places. Instead of at 6 o'clock, it could get stuck at 2 o'clock. And it's just, I think this is a little more finished and professional. I think the people that designed this just learned a little from what they did here and improved it. And that's what I think about that. Did I leave anything out? Both bags are guaranteed for a year. The strap drops. The Rachel strap drop is, the handle is 4.5 inches, and the strap is 23.5 inches, and there are multiple adjustments, so you can make it shorter, a shorter shoulder or a shorter crossbody. The Sydney is a 4-inch handle, and the strap drop is 22 inches, and it works for me. The weight, this is the Sydney, 1 pound, 2 ounces, and this is the Rachel is 1.5 pounds. So the Rachel is about 3 ounces heavier. And I really like them both. If I didn't have this bag, I would happily buy this and keep this. Oh, by the way, this is $178 right now because I bought it on sale and the sale is no longer going on. This is $125 on Fossil.com. This is $178 in Macy's. On Fossils.com, when I did my unboxing of this bag, I told you that they did not, when you sign up when you open an account or when you go on Fossil.com, you have the option of signing up with your email to get their advertisements, and they will give you 25% off. When I purchased this, I was told it doesn't apply. So I called back and I spoke to a manager. Shout out to Alex, he's awesome. And I have to say the staff now to me has been awesome. He not only gave me 25% off, I don't know how he configured it, but instead of paying $125, I wound up paying $86. So I think I made out very well on this deal. And these are my bags. Well, this is not my bag, this is going back, but this is my Sydney, and I love this bag. I've worn it several times. I don't feel it when it's on me. It's just great. And this is Rachel. I think is a great bag. And this is right here, so if you wanted to go to Macy's and pick it out, you could pick out whichever one you want instead of waiting for a delivery. But I'm sure that Macy's is going to be having additional sales on Fossil. We're coming into Mother's Day season and Easter season, so Macy's always has sales. So I'm sure you don't have to pay $178 for this bag. And let me just tell you something about Macy's. Macy's allows you a price adjustment for up to 10 days. However, they have a 180-day refund policy. So you could buy this bag, and as long as you don't use it, you could return it when they're having a sale return it and then buy it again at the sale price, as long as you don't use it. If it happens to fall in past the 10 days, and you didn't miss out, you can still take advantage of that. And Macy's is very liberal as far as that goes, and that's why I like Macy's. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope this has helped you in some way. I'm going to go to the store and return this now because I don't want to keep it any longer than I have to. And this is my bag, and I will be doing probably a what's in it. And this is my go-to bag now. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Take care. Bye everyone.